Okay, hey.
What's good?
This is the lyric breakdown for our lead single of our debut EP, What You Do When You're Alone.
It's the fourth song we ever wrote.
It's probably the oldest we'd ever release.
Yeah, it is the oldest we'll ever release. Surprise, we're releasing song number 1. But this was like so different to all the other songs we wrote because we were in like Wasting Time Land up until like song 20. And then that's when we kind of got into Drunk and then the darker, more angsty stuff. So this was like way ahead of its time.
Yeah. I remember loving this song. This is one of my favorite songs of the project since we started.
I think that's made it hard as well because in the production world, it's like come so far because I'd only just started learning how to produce, so it was like kind of loose. That made this really tricky to produce. And it also, I think, because we've got like so much attachment to it, it's made it really hard in a lot of the states because we're like, fuck, it's not quite right. We got to work through it to get it to like perfect.
And I wanted to be perfect. I was a real hard ass about this one.
Yeah, it was a pain.
But I think it's worth it. I think the song has turned out so well.
Yeah.
I love it. This song is the first song on the EP, so this is kind of like the lovey, maybe a little bit toxic relationship vibes that starts off everything.
Yeah, real looking back over the relationship kind of.
I was still dating the person.
Yeah.
I was still like mid-dating the person when I wrote this.
Good shit.
Good shit.
Okay, what you do when you're alone. Verse 1. Convince me to let go. I don't take it slow. Leave me in a puddle on your doorstep. That's about the breakup, surely, right?
No.
Right?
This is about like when we first started dating, it was really complicated. We were trying to do that whole like young casual thing where we were still sleeping with other people. And it was terrible. It sucked. It broke my heart. It broke his too. And so this one was kind of like you can't bring yourself to leave it because I was so head over heels in love with this guy. We definitely jumped into each other way too quick.
Call me how you feel. Make it something real. I'll try to forget it in the morning.
This was kind of me being like head over heels into this guy and just like being okay with like whatever situation that he wanted. To be fair, I think he was like in a similar boat. Like we were both just kind of like wanted each other so bad that we were putting up with us being absolute assholes. It was like whatever happens in the night, like I was happy to dive into everything and then just try to not think it was too deep in the morning.
You could tell me anything, I'll believe you. Fill me up with fantasies, I'll dream with you. If you take a chance, you know I'll complete you. Ooh, we could give it a try.
This is a blind dedication to someone. I think part of me always knows the truth or has like a gut feeling, but the bigger part of me is like, no, we're not going to listen to that.
Don't worry about it. It's fine. It'll
Yeah.
be chilling until it's not.
I really like the fill me up with fantasies, I'll dream with you. I admit to maybe love bombing people, but people have also love bombed me.
Loved bombed.
And sometimes it's fun to just go along with the fantasy. And that's like the one foot out the door thing as well. Like, yeah. Anyway.
Chorus. I don't want to go, so please don't ask me. I don't want to know what you do without me. I wish I wasn't such a lovesick girl, making you into my whole damn world. I see the ending, but I'm still holding on.
I just wanted to be with him all the time. And so like I wouldn't leave unless he would ask me to.
That's hard to push that onto someone else to make you leave.
Yeah.
Because that's a shitty feeling asking someone to go. It's like you wanted to leave just a bit before you start to be annoyed.
The more you know. I've learned from that. Lovesick girl, making you my whole damn world.
Pretty obvious.
Yeah, I see the ending. I think that was like knowing that the relationship was a bit toxic and it wasn't going to work out. And that like there's no way that it could work out. But like still just being like, well, I'm going to do it anyway. That's the chorus.
Verse 2. Can you give me what I need? Eat me bittersweet. I never understood that lyric. Tell me twice, but I don't want to listen.
It's like you're so consumed by each other. Eat me bittersweet, but it's like not necessarily sweet and nice. You can't stop eating this thing. It's like gluttony.
Can you open up the walls? Watch me as I fall. You make me think that you're the piece I'm missing.
That's one of my favorite lines. That's like more self-reflective of me. Like
you want to feel like a whole thing, and you thought he was a way to get that.
Yeah, if I have walls up, I wanted him to tear them down. Like I wanted to fall into him in like safety and happiness, like what I was talking about in 25. You make me think that you're the piece I'm missing is like an interesting line to me because it's not you're the piece I'm missing. It's you make me think that you're the piece I'm missing.
And it's also you make me think. He's like, oh yeah, I'm what you need.
Anyway, that's it. That's the song.
Oh yeah, it's done.
And we do have like a just in the bridge. This is what you do when you're alone. And that's just the title. We did that like ages after. And that's that song. And that's the beginning of this whole EP and but the beginning of You Problem and
it's all
the beginning of
I feel like even in the last year we've grown as individuals so much.
Massively.
Which is so bizarre. Because I feel like the most growth happened like right before that for me. Feeling that growth, like the change. It's like a settledness. Like I feel like we're a lot like we still don't know what the fuck's going on. And we still have frantic moments. But it's like the overall vibe is like, I feel like I know what I'm doing a lot more.
I think that's growing up though.
I think it's also like releasing and learning what's good or not. Like I remember everything had to be perfect at the start in my head. I was like, oh, we're fucking up. We're like ruining our whole chances of being a band and, you know, being able to do this forever. Thanks for watching.
Go listen to the EP.
Whole EP, back to back. No skips.
See the arc. And it feels like so cathartic to get this song out there. And like, I don't know, it really does feel like a chapter of our lives.
Yeah, massively.
Closed.
It's like the start and the end. What You're Doing Alone is the beginning of You Problem, but it's also like the last thing they finished with. The last thing we're filming right now. It was like the hardest bit to fit, and it sort of like went the whole time. And now that this EP is done, that's also done. Anyway, listen to our fucking EP. We'll see you next time.
Bye.